Hey guys, today is Friday actually, and the video for tomorrow, which you're watching now, was going to be another video, but the Last Jedi teaser trailer dropped, and of course that's more important than anything that I had to speak about before. So I'm going to do a little video about that. Won't do a live reaction because I've seen the teaser trailer, sorry, like 3 times. So of course I'm not going to do anything live, but I'm going to talk about the little things that we see in the video. Of course, I will link it down below, and if you haven't seen it, please stop watching this, uh, pause this video, and go and watch the trailer. Are you watching it? Okay. There, you watch it, you have been warned, spoiler alert, whatever. So yeah, the teaser trailer focuses a lot on Luke and Rey, of course. I mean, that was the big cliffhanger at the end of The Force Awakens. And at the start of this teaser trailer, it's really great because the quality of the image is outstanding. When they like light it up, it seems like I was like thinking it was a tree or maybe like the tree bark or something, but then you realize that it is like wet stones on which Ray just like falls or stumbles on or whatever. And it's clearly because she has been training with Luke, and apparently she's wearing exactly the same thing. I think that in a couple scenes she seems to be wearing something else, but I mean it's not that different, to be honest. And of course, what would it be? What would I mean? It doesn't make sense that it will be different because she's on a rock, basically. Where would she find clothes in the Millennium Falcon? I guess. But is Chewie going to wait for her all that time? I doubt it. So yeah, that's that's the only change of clothes she has. And Luke is there, of course, and he talks. Does a little bit of a voiceover all along the teaser. And well, what is the biggest thing I would say is not that, of course, we see Ray practicing with like lifting some stones, that he tells her to breathe, to calm down, basically, because I think it's very clear that Ray's just maybe scared or maybe just like she's thinking a lot of things at the same time because she just realized that she has this power, and I think that's one of the flaws of the Force Awakens. It seemed just too rushed. I mean, she suddenly has powers and everything is cool. And yes, I mean, of course, Force sensitive people are supposed to be like that, but not that. I mean, but from an earlier age. So why didn't she realize that before? Maybe she did, and she didn't tell anyone. I mean, there's a lot of things about Ray that we don't really know. So that's kind of a gray area there. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice to hear that he's training her and he's telling her to calm down, that she has to breathe, and that everything basically will flow from that. So she raises the little stones, and after that she's like training with her lightsaber. And of course, I mean, that is CGI, of course, but where she's training is like a little platform. He's behind her, and in front of her there's like a statue. Of course, that will be the statue of a Jedi, probably, or a Grandmaster or something, because I mean that rock looks exceptionally like a person. I mean, I will put stills of the teaser all along the video so you can see that, and it's really interesting. I mean that it's the first Jedi temple, but it's practically all ruined except for those like few statues and like structures. So it's interesting, and yeah, I mean we'll talk about the other thing a little bit further along. But we also see the other characters. They're not as prominently featured on the teaser trailer, but they are there. And of course, and there are also voices. When we see Leia from behind, she's like watching this star chart basically, and there are people. She's on like a starship basically, and we hear a voice. I mean, I'm not really sure whose voice it is, but then we see Kylo Ren's like helmet that's been crushed against the floor, and we hear Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice, like really, really. I mean, it's really faint, the voice. You can you have to pay attention to hear it, to be honest. And then we see, of course, we see Finn. He's like on a pod, on a medical pod, and he's not. I mean, I thought he wasn't that badly injured on the last movie on The Force Awakens, but apparently he is. But Finn, John Boyega said that he was going to be on this film and he was going to get serious. So I think that's at the beginning of the film where we see this pod and everything, and I think they have to leave their base because we see explosions, we see people running around, and I forgot Poe Dameron, sorry, Poe Dameron and BB-8 running towards an X-wing, and apparently the X-wing is destroyed by this blast. I don't know if that's in space or in an actual base, but whatever, they're being attacked. And of course, we see a battle, a space battle, and I think by the positioning of the ships that the resistance is trying to like protect the planet, but the first order is attacking them like with heavy machinery. So of course it's going to be bad because I mean, as you remember in the Force Awakens, the Republic fleet was destroyed. So only the resistance has starships to protect all of the galaxy, and of course they're so I mean they don't really have that many resources. So the first order is going to have a field day, like invading everything, and they don't even have that many ships unless they have been building a lot and we hadn't seen it. So that's really that's really dangerous for this next movie, Episode 8. What else do we see? We see like that's what this is the only part that annoyed me from the teaser trailer. We see a desert planet, which I hate. I mean, unless that's Tatooine, I don't want to know about it. It has been like burned over the. We have seen so many desert planets, not only in the movies, but also in the animated series, in both animated series. So like, cut it off with with the desert planets. It's really getting annoying, and it's a desert planet, and there are like AT-ATs on the distance, and on the forefront, on the foreground, we have I don't know if they are B-wings or some other like new type of fighters, but one of them is not really looking that good, and it's going to crash apparently on the sand or the desert. And of course, that's a battle, but I mean, they're going to lose. They have like four ships, and the other ones have like these huge machines. So it's not looking good for the resistance at any point at all. And what else do we see? And of course, at the end of the trailer, I mean, I don't think that we see anything. I will see Kylo Ren for like a short amount of time. He's like pissed, like he has been like for a long time, and he has his lightsaber, his cross lightsaber, and of course he's attacking someone, but we don't know if that's maybe it's Rey or maybe it's Luke. Or maybe it's someone else. We don't know. One interesting thing that we see in this trailer. I mean, she's Rey. I think is talking about the Sith and Jedi, but that she the light and the darkness, and she also sees balance. And when she says balance, there are like books that I guess Luke has his own personal library or something, like 6 books or something. And in one of them, there's like the symbol of the Jedi basically, and you hear a lightsaber when she says this, and the balance means that you're not light or dark, you're just on the middle, and that has been introduced in Star Wars Rebels with a character called the Bendu, who is like this huge animal-like creature, and he's on the middle of everything. He's not bad, he's not good, and he understands every single thing. And I think that character was introduced in that series in order for us, sorry, to understand what's going to happen in Episode 8. I think it was really clever, and I think he's going to be explored a little bit more in Season 4, maybe. So that's really interesting. I mean, that we're going to see what like another perspective of what being a Jedi and being Sith is all about. And of course, we see the destruction of the Jedi Temple. I don't think that's the Jedi Temple where they are like in the rock. It's somewhere else where he had his academy, Luke. And apparently, the Captain Phasma was the one that destroyed everything, along with um, Kylo Ren. So that's kind of interesting. But we will see like that, see like that little like nightmare sequence we saw in the First Awakens. I think we're going to see that expanded and explained a little bit more. So we will know where that temple is and who exactly was killed and how, and maybe even why in a certain way. At the end of the trailer, we get like the balance aspect, why they are speaking about that, and it's essentially because Luke says the Jedi will have to come to an end, and that means that there will be no more Jedi, and now we understand what the title of the movie is all about. I mean, we won't be wondering anymore. We know who the last Jedi will be, and that will be both of them. Rey and Luke will be the last Jedi because the Order has been finished. They are effectively the last ones, and he won't train anyone more. And I suspect he's going to tell Rey not to train anyone else the way they trained him. He's going to explain his ideas to her, I guess, but he's going to also tell her that she should get the whole picture because I think that the Sith have that maybe she could use too and create that balance in herself and teach others about that balance. So I think that's really interesting. And many people were expecting that. Many people, when they saw the Last Jedi title, said, oh, the Jedi are over, this is over, bye bye. So it's going to be interesting to know what the title of episode 9 is going to be. That's going to be insane because, no more Jedi, and how do you how do you get victory above all the others when there's no, you know, no strong opposites? So it's going to be very interesting. I don't know if Kylo Ren is going to come back from evil. I don't think so. I think that will be a kind of disappointing, to be honest. But maybe there will be something very interesting with him. We have to remember that Carrie Fisher died, so many people thought that Leia wasn't going to be featured on episode 9, but she's going to. It has been confirmed that footage that she filmed for episode 8 is going to be used for episode 9, and I mean episode 9 is in 2019, so in 2 years, so we don't really know if the family will give permission to recreate her as they did with her and Tarkin on Rogue One. So maybe we will get to see that. And anyway, I mean, I love Carrie Fisher. She was a great person. She is a great, uh, character in the Star Wars universe. So it's great to just seeing her and see her evolve in this character. And I mean, it will come to an end, of course, but we will have to see what end that is. So sorry if I have been like rambling a little bit. I am really excited for this trailer and for this movie. Of course, I'm going to watch it on the first weekend it releases, so that's going to be in December. So yeah, we will get like 2 more trailers and character trailers and whatever. And from here on the summer, probably we will get a full trailer. So wait for that. And yeah, I'm so excited for Star Wars Celebration and everything else. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, so sorry for my voice and for like I can't speak clearly today. So yeah, thank you so much. Watch these 2 other videos. One of them is my review for Rogue One, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Goodbye.